Hi, everybody. Welcome to Valley Views, what you see and what you hear in the Coachella Valley. Happy spring, soon to be summer, and I have the best surprise for you. Who just walked through my door but Jay Russell? Woohoo! How many times have I begged you to be on this show?
Every time you sit in that chair.
Every time I do.
And I always say, Patty, I would love to do your show, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair today unless there's a miracle.
Yeah, because you're too busy.
And there's a miracle, so I'm here right now.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
I wanted to say that when I was in your shop this very morning,
yes.
I found this is amazing. If you know me, you know that my true love is now hyaluronic acid serum, and this is pure at Jay Russell. It's unbelievable. Tell them what you told me, how you put it on your...
Well, most people don't realize what it does is it actually seals and pushes the moisture back into the skin. Because out here in the desert, being so dry, that's the one thing that really hits us quicker than anything on the hair or the skin. So basically what you do is after you've cleansed your face, the water's on your face, or you could do a light mist, just one pump, one on each cheek, and it just blows right open, and it just, you can almost see the skin kind of swell and fill with the water and the moisture. And then you just moisturize right over that.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Easy.
Oh, I'm so beside myself. I've been moving into hyaluronic for 6 months since the lady on the cruise ship said you can't have a product that doesn't have a lot of it in it, and that's pure. And what else do we have? Well,
we just have some different things I brought up because we're real excited. Of course, as you know, we've been using the new Phyto treatments on your hair.
Yes, and the Phyto chair.
The Phyto chair. We're only one of the salon, well, actually one of 2 salons in Southern California that have this chair that is brought in from Italy. It massages and it does everything. And our technicians have to be trained, you know, to use the product and know what to do. But we've done a couple treatments on your hair now. We've seen a great.
It's got dry and stuff.
Yeah, we've seen a great.
But listen to me when I tell you, there's like this roller that starts at your neck, and you know I have that accident injury. Goes down my back, down my bottom, and down my legs, and then it kind of crunches. It's just the most amazing chair ever.
It's
the Phyto
great.
chair.
Yeah, and there's only 2 in Southern California. There's one in Beverly Hills, and we've got the other one.
I feel like we're doing an infomercial.
Yeah, so do I. So then we just have a couple other products, and we're actually getting into, you know, organics with natural hair coloring is huge. They're pulling a lot of the stuff off the market in Washington. They're banning it. Epilane is huge. I mean, the more you hear about it, the more people are going to be talking like, oh, does it have Epilane? That's the one product that they're pulling out. Okay. So most of these colors go in, they're pigmentized. It is Phyto, and their color line is called Subtil. But, you know, little house gifts. We have great little...
Oh, this that's a nice one.
This is a great little bag.
Yeah.
And then also, too, you can use these for travel because the airport, and they're all airport sized because we have so many clients that are in and out. But anyway, that's kind of a few things that we have.
Well, and you know that our show, unlike a lot of others, we work between Thanksgiving and Easter.
Right.
So if you'll plan to come back after we all go celebrate around the world, wherever we're going, or stay at home, I'd love to do some of the things, for the holidays.
Let's do a segment on holiday hair fashions of accessorizing and so on.
Yeah, maybe you can bring some models.
We'll make it fun. We'll make it really fun.
You guys love that when we have models.
Have to tune in for that one.
Okay, now this is the only thing that I want to say to anybody at home, to my guys here, and to Jay Russell. Think who might have made this quote. I don't believe in pessimism. If something doesn't come up the way you want, forge ahead. If you think it's going to rain, it will. Who do you think?
Swami Rama, Jack Nicholson, Frank Sinatra.
Hey, good choices. What do you think?
Truman Capote. I don't know. Good old Clint.
Clint Eastwood himself.
Clint Eastwood.
Yay.
There you go.
Is that great? Let's see who else is on our show today. Susie Hami's coming in to talk with us about trips and travel and things to do this summer. She's with Pro Travel, and Ryan Salmon will be here. He has a really great company, 5-Star Limo Transportation, but if you think that's too expensive for you, not so. They have a lot of different cars, and if you want to go to Palm Springs or La Quinta and have a couple of drinks, but you don't want to drive home, Ryan's your man. And we hope we have a super surprise guest that we are so thrilled and excited almost as much as JR. We can't tell you. So please sit back, relax, enjoy Valley Views, and thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Woo!
Desert Lexus wants to make 2015 the year you drive a new Lexus. That includes the exciting new 2015 NX crossover SUV or the performance-minded 2015 RC and RCF Coupe. Add our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles, high level of customer service, and convenient Saturday service hours, and 2015 looks like the perfect year to drive a Lexus, making the most of every moment. Desert Lexus in the Cathedral City Auto Center or online at desertlexus.com.
Spotlight 29 presents an evening with the honky-tonk man himself, Dwight Yoakam.
Well, I'm a honky-tonk man.
An electrifying show with this Grammy Award-winning performer, live Saturday, May 9th at 8 p.m.
Guitars, Cadillacs.
Buy your ticket at the box office or at spotlight29.com.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
Country icon Dwight Yoakam, Saturday, May 9th, only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
Welcome back to Valley Views. We are going to talk about summer travel because it's almost that time. Actually, travel any time of the year because Susie Hame is here from Pro Travel, and she knows all things. You have us going to a lot of great places in the next couple of years, huh?
Yes, I do. You're very adventuresome. That's a nice thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we tried to go to Turks and Caicos so that I could snorkel, but we couldn't get off the ship because there was too much wind. So you graciously have put together another trip. It's not until 2016, but I can look forward to that. And my son went last week with his family and he said, Mom, I snorkeled for you.
Oh, it's a fabulous destination.
It is.
The bluest water.
Yeah.
And they actually have an underground national park. I mean, underwater. So when you are snorkeling, you're actually snorkeling through an underwater national park.
No way.
Because of all the coral and the amount of fauna and fish life that's there. It's amazing.
Wow,
It's
I didn't know
amazing.
that.
Right on the tip of Turks and Caicos. It's fabulous.
I remember that.
It's fabulous.
You'll have to tell me where we should head to do
fabulous.
that if we're just there for a day.
Oh, they'll take you there. I mean, that's the place where people, they will, if you want a special experience, that's where they'll take you right there. It's fabulous.
Well, my dear Jenny, who helps us out every tape day, took me out in the ocean at the Caymans, and I was underwater, and I'm watching this fish following me, and we came up, and I said, Jenny, there's a fish following me, and she said, don't be ridiculous. We went back, and next time we came up, she said, hey, you know what? There is a fish following you. So if you were plotting and planning a trip today, and you didn't want to pay a fortune, but you wanted to go someplace great, are there 3 that come to your mind? Top 3?
Well, what comes to my mind right now is because I was just looking at the newspaper, and this morning the euro hit 108, which I don't ever remember since the euro existed it being as low as it is today. So if people have any inclination about going to Europe, I mean, I'd say this is the year to go.
Wow.
I mean, it's 25% less than it was last year.
25%?
I mean, last year we were looking at the euro over 135. So it's a big drop. So, and I think there's a lot of great values. A lot of people are very nervous about going to the Baltic right now because they don't want to give Putin any money. That being said, if you are looking for something that is an amazing value, are cruises to the Baltic this summer because people aren't booking them.
Wow.
So they're definitely discounted on great ships. So I'm looking for this summer probably Europe, going past the summer South America and Asia. I mean, they've always been historically just great values, you know, as compared to going other places in the world.
Did you know that one of our favorites was going through the Panama Canal and then through different ports and ended up in New York? But that was a really great trip.
It's a great trip. And it's very user-friendly. Everyone speaks English. They're very happy to see you. There's beautiful, exotic things to see. So, you know, South America and going through the Panama Canal has been on top of everybody's list.
Yes.
Now for a long time. And people have spread their wings a little bit. And I think part of it was because Europe has gotten to be so expensive. But that being said, this is the year to go to Europe if you want to go to Europe.
Yeah, because I love Italy. I love the south of France. I used to live in Germany. I keep saying I'd love to go back to Munich. I used to live in Japan. I'd love to go back there. But I don't know. It's the ones that I'm sure about that I'd prefer to go back to. And there are a lot of places that people can go that are closer to home.
Absolutely. Another renaissance has been travel to Canada. I
Yeah.
mean, huge travel to Canada. Number one, it's easy to cross the borders. You can take your own car, you can drive. The Canadian Rockies are spectacular in the summertime. And even in the winter, if you're a skier, there's great skiing in the Canadian Rockies. And again, with the exchange rate, it's definitely to our advantage. The dollar is strong against the Canadian dollar. So you're going to a lovely place close by and very reasonably priced because the exchange rate favors us right now. So great destinations.
What do you think, guys? Shall we go?
Let's go.
They're ready.
All of them. All of them.
Now, you obviously have traveled everywhere for as long as I've known
Pretty
you.
much.
You're going
I've
or
traveled a
coming from
lot.
some incredible trip. What would you name as your top, maybe not favorite, maybe co-favorites?
Well, just from a sheer level of exuberance, I'm just going to say Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Only because it's so amazing. It's hard to say because depending on what you're going
Sure.
to do, if
Yeah.
you're looking for a cultural
Granted.
experience but just from a sheer, wow, I just can't believe it, a 10. When you go to Africa and you're out there with these animals and it's so pristine and there's just a small group of you for as far as your eye can see, it
Yeah.
just takes your breath away.
Well, did you see that it was on? Oh gosh, it was on everything there for a while. But the family was in Africa, and the mother lion came, and they said look out or whatever, and she unlocked. She got into the car because the locks were not on.
They're
I'll
pretty smart.
never forget that.
Yeah, they're pretty. Those animals are pretty smart.
Yeah.
They're pretty smart. They really are. But it's one of those trips of a lifetime.
I would think.
So anybody who's so inclined, I would say do it while you can.
Yeah.
Because who knows, in the world where we're
Okay,
going.
so Pro Travels in Palm Desert.
Yes, it is.
On El Paseo, and the best number is 760-469-4847. There's a
Right.
good number. We'll put that up.
And we're part of a national company that's now part of even a larger national company called Travel Leaders, which is the largest travel entity in the United States at this point. So we're their premium arm, and we're happy to be affiliated with them.
That's
and
great.
Gives us a lot of good buying power. And
Yeah, that's super. Happy travels.
Thank
Safe
you.
travels.
Thank you, and to you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Valley Views will be right back.
Do you really want to help a veteran come home?
The isolation is tough. Just lend an ear.
Anyone can do it.
Do more than just say thank you for your service.
Listen. Listen.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen.
Listen to a veteran.
A public service from the Welcome Johnny and Jane Home Project, pairing a veteran from any era with a non-veteran who will simply listen with respect and with their whole heart.
Listen to a veteran, please.
ListenToVeterans.org.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to lies?
To you, it's just a lamp no one uses anymore. But when you donate it or any item to Angel View, we'll use the proceeds to help some severely disabled young people. Angel View, because we can all use an angel in our lives, once in a while.
It's very interesting what happens when you line up a great cruise ship and realize you have no way in the world to get to San Pedro. Well, I have the answer, and he's sitting right here, Ryan Salmon. So great to have you.
Patty, thank you so much for having me
Oh,
here.
I'm thrilled.
I'm blessed. Thank
And
you.
can I say that not only are you wonderful for trips like to LA or there, but that night when we wanted to go to Palm Springs and have dinner and a few drinks, you were perfect.
Oh, thank you very
So
much.
whatever it is you want, That's what you have to do. It's 5-star limo transportation. But let's talk about all the different cars you have.
Okay. Well, we just got this new baby, but this is more for bigger groups.
Uh-huh.
Bigger
Oh, I could
groups.
get a big group.
Okay,
Let me
big
see
groups
it.
right there.
Well, now.
Yeah, it's a nice Mercedes Sprinter, and it holds 17 people. So those big group of people should definitely be good. But we have several. We have Lincoln Town Cars, black on black Town
Love
Cars.
them.
And that, like you said, there's Sprinters. We also have SUVs,
Mm-hmm.
Expeditions for quick travel and back and forth to Los Angeles, the harbors, amusement parks. You name it, we're there.
And how many fit in the Expedition?
Oh, 7.
Yeah, I should know that. Carson has one.
1 to 7.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
1 to 7 people.
Yeah.
The town car holds approximately, could put 4 squeeze, but comfortably 2. So I mean, it's just more for an intimate night for like night out at town, cocktails.
Sure. Well,
dinner.
do you remember back in the day when everybody wanted a limo, and then all of a sudden the stars wanted to show up in an Expedition or a car that wasn't quite so. And then, well, I mean, there are so many cars today that Quinn has a car, my daughter, that has, I mean, an SUV that has room for 7.
Right.
So you have a lot to offer.
Thank you so much. Yeah, our customer service is the best way of doing it, and we thank you for choosing us as well.
Oh, listen.
Shuttle me 5-star.
Yeah. and I've said before, it's surprising that it's not astronomically expensive.
Well, yeah, we try to keep our rates very competitive and even go low ball too. People that quote us, we try to go even a little bit lower for other people. We really want to make it affordable for people to leave Palm Springs or vice versa, Los Angeles to Palm Springs at a real reasonable price. And in a luxury car or a luxury, luxury
So they
car.
can, that's the beginning of their trip. I mean,
That's
they
right.
can sit, or the ending of a trip if they're flying into LA or coming into San Pedro, but that's where they can just sit back, relax, and think about, the trip
When
they're about
people
to
are
take.
exhausted after a trip, after being cramped in a plane the whole time, it's nice for them to see them relax and put their legs out and just be quiet or watch a video, because we do provide video in the cars too, so they can watch a DVD to their liking, whatever it might be.
Right.
So it's to make it enjoyable, to make it worth, so they can talk and spread the word about us. That's
Exactly.
So that's wonderful.
And you know what? That's a good point. That really is the best advertisement.
Yeah, word of mouth.
When somebody tells somebody who tells somebody.
Right.
That's
They
how
say
that-
the worst experience is like if you say something bad, they'll tell everybody. But if it's a good experience, they want to keep it to themselves, and secretly they'll keep using you. But
That's the truth.
I don't know.
There's truth in those words.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, and you know, that there are a lot of stories that you could tell that would be very X-rated. I mean, it can be lots of different things that you could talk about, but of course you won't. But tell us if there's anything that comes to your mind that was even borderline, how should we say?
Risque? No.
Racy.
Well, that's pretty much in the dark and then back, and I don't look at the rearview mirror at all. So
Seriously?
I put my Bluetooth in and just listen to music on the radio. No, I haven't got into that kind of a thing. I'm lucky that part.
Why are you blushing?
I know, really.
Ryan, you are red.
I have great experience with like Debbie Reynolds, those things like that. I mean, she's a wonderful lady. Transported her to the desert, to Melvin's. Mel Haber loves her. She actually, on her 50th birthday, rented out the whole Ingleside Inn.
Oh, did
for
she?
her own birthday. But
Did we get that invitation? Doggone it.
But no, risque. No, I've had people very mad after drinking very, very much at night. I mean, they're not even talking to each other, and they call me early before a show even happens, and saying, "Well, we need to come home." And so I just keep to myself, and of course I don't listen to anything. So those viewers who are watching, I do not pry into anybody's business.
But you could write a book.
And I'm
You know it,
blushing
and
as
I
well.
know it. Okay, so it's 5-star.
Well, 5-Star Adventure Tours is what the.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
5-Star Adventure Tours originated from, Shuttle Me 5-Star came from 5-Star Adventure Tours, because a lot a lot of people weren't in, or that are scattered throughout the valley need to get to a destination to do tours that we provide in the valley.
Yeah.
So how we started was going to place to pick up people from like the Fantasy Springs, the World Mart out there in India, taking them to the destination where they pick up, and then we can provide tours. It became very popular, so that's how we continued doing shuttling. So we went abroad then. But Shuttle Me 5-Star is from 5-Star Adventure Tours, which we do simply celebrity homes, over 50 homes. We actually go on a Hollywood movie star's property, which is Robert Stack, where the Rat Pack used to hang out. So we bring people on property. We're the only ones to do that. And we are trying to keep...
And he goes, I mean, that's okay with the
owner?
The owner?
Yeah, we have it all worked out, and they love us. And everybody loves the tour.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure.
we're trying to keep the golden age alive is what we're trying to do. So that's our, keep those Debbie Reynolds coming back and forth. You know?
Oh, yeah. Love her. Love her. All right, Ryan.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll see you next trip.
I hope so. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Be right back.
Desert Lexus wants to make 2015 the year you drive a new Lexus. That includes the exciting new 2015 NX crossover SUV or the performance-minded 2015 RC and RCF Coupe. Add our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles, high level of customer service, and convenient Saturday service hours, and 2015 looks like the perfect year to drive a Lexus, making the most of every moment. Desert Lexus in the Cathedral City Auto Center or online at desertlexus.com.
Spotlight 29 presents an evening with the honky-tonk man himself, Dwight Yoakam.
Well, I'm a honky-tonk man.
An electrifying show with this Grammy Award-winning performer. Live Saturday, May 9th at 8 p.m.
Guitars, Cadillacs.
Buy your ticket at the box office or at spotlight29.com.
I'm 1,000 miles from nowhere.
Country icon Dwight Yoakam. Saturday, May 9th. Only at Spotlight 29 Casino, the Valley's best bet.
I don't know if you remember, but at the start of the show, I mentioned that we had a special guest, and that special guest has had something come up. And so we're going to do what they call fill time, but it's with such wonderful information. First and foremost, I have wanted to talk about Aline Arthur for as long as I can remember, and I'm sure you know who she is. She writes for the Desert Sun, and her articles each week are fantastic. This one is Recent Revelations Put Journalistic Ethics on the Line. And it ran on March 1st, if you can get a copy of that. It is unbelievable. And Aline Arthur, we love you and happy, happy 80th for the rest of this year. We want to talk about Jensen's because we are going to celebrate the end of our 21st year in just a little while today. And we have some nibblies and some great wine and spirits from Jensen's. And we want to thank LaDawn Brister, who is the service deli manager. And we want to talk, oh my goodness, we talk to Bill Wagner all the time about great wines. And he has found one that is so good they don't make it anymore. So he's trying to figure out how he can get that from me because it's Jack, J-A-Q-K. If you know me, you know I gotta love that. And this is a book that is phenomenal. It's a New York Times best-selling book by Joy Bauer, and she is the nutrition expert for the Today Show, which is close to my heart. It's called Your Inner Skinny, 4 Steps to Thin Forever. You cannot miss this book. She says losing weight isn't just about shedding pounds. The reality is you're battling obstacles way fatter than fat, stronger than muscle, and heavier than any other part of your body. You're up against roadblocks, including low energy, little time, and the roaring, disorienting noise of countless diets telling you 1,000 different things. This book clarifies everything. You will really, really love it and probably want to buy extra ones to give to your friends. And so we are going to go now to someone who has fabulous words for us each week, Father Howard Lincoln, Sacred Heart Church. Father Lincoln?
I think that it takes a much greater act of faith to be an atheist, to say that there is no God, than it does to believe in God. It seems to me at least, gosh, just incomprehensible that anyone can consider the marvel of the universe, the billions of stars and galaxies that actually are ordered and work, or to look at the unique magnificence of a human being, all of whom are created differently, and actually think that it all happened just by accident without a supreme being. But if the world around us is awesome, then how much more awesome is the God who created it all? I'm still in awe of what computers and the internet and iPads and so forth can do. But some of us fail to realize that a human mind had to program and develop all of that. Awe and wonder are owed to the people behind the computers and the internet and the iPads and everything else, and not to the objects themselves. Each day, as we continue to experience the marvels of the universe and all creation, we should be led to see how much more excellent than these things is the Lord who made them all.
Let's not forget what we started out talking about today, the star quote. I don't believe in pessimism. If something doesn't come up the way you want, forge ahead. If you think it's going to rain, it will. I'm headed to New York and I'm going to think about snow and hope they save just a little bit for me. I want to thank my guests today and I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank my guys, my fabulous guys. I know they'd rather be with Arbuckle Road playing music, but I'm happy every time they're here with me. So if you can see them wherever you see they're going to be, please go. They are fantastic, and I don't know what I'm going to do next year if they get a contract someplace fantastic. I guess I'll have to cough up big bucks. I hope you'll join us. We're almost at the end of our 21st season. We'll start our 22nd. We like to work between Thanksgiving and Easter. So till then, remember, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Live in the now moment. Enjoy our valley views, those you see and those you hear. Take good care and keep smiling. It's contagious. Peace, love, joy, faith. God bless, and hope to see you soon.